Most business owners think the answer to higher profits is finding more customers. But in reality, one of the fastest ways to grow your business is by keeping more of the money you're already making. With operating costs climbing, competition getting tougher, and profit margins shrinking across nearly every industry, protecting every dollar matters more than ever. In this video, you'll learn practical ways to increase your profit margin without bringing in a single new customer. The first strategy is redesigning your cost structure. Many businesses don't realize that their biggest profit leaks are hidden inside their everyday operating costs. Start by lowering your cost of goods sold. That could mean negotiating better pricing with suppliers, reviewing volume discounts, or sourcing comparable materials at lower prices without sacrificing quality. Next, shift your focus toward the products or services that generate the strongest margins. Too many businesses depend on offerings that produce plenty of sales but very little profit. For example, a catering company may find that its corporate lunch packages generate 40% higher margins than individual meal orders. Prioritizing those higher margin services can improve profitability without increasing total sales. Another opportunity is reducing inventory carrying costs. Products sitting in a warehouse tie up cash while creating ongoing expenses through storage, insurance, handling, and potential damage. Better demand forecasting and a more focused product lineup help keep inventory lean and profitable. Finally, improving production efficiency reduces costly mistakes and unnecessary rework, especially in manufacturing or service businesses with repeatable processes. If a factory lowers its defect rate from 3% to just 1%, those savings flow directly to the bottom line without selling a single additional product. Together, these improvements create a stronger financial foundation, healthier profit margins, and better cash flow, even during slower sales periods. The second strategy focuses on efficiency and automation. The goal is simple: accomplish more with the resources you already have. Automating repetitive tasks like invoicing, scheduling, payroll, and inventory management can save dozens of labor hours every month. If a software subscription costs $40 per month but eliminates the need for an additional administrative employee earning $35,000 a year, the savings go straight to your profits. Another powerful improvement is streamlining operations, removing bottlenecks, improving internal communication, and shortening turnaround times allow your team to complete more work with the same number of people. Higher output per labor hour naturally leads to stronger margins. You can also outsource non-core functions such as bookkeeping, legal work, graphic design, or IT support. Instead of carrying fixed payroll expenses, you convert those costs into flexible project-based services. For example, a small business might outsource bookkeeping for around $3,000 annually instead of hiring a full-time accountant with a $40,000 salary. Employee productivity is another major driver of profitability. Better training, clearly documented standard operating procedures, performance incentives, and fewer workplace interruptions allow teams to produce more without expanding headcount. Even a 10% increase in productivity across a 5-person team can create a meaningful financial impact over time. Efficiency is really about eliminating wasted time, unnecessary motion, and avoidable friction. For many businesses, this is where profit margins improve the fastest. The third strategy is optimizing expenses. Healthy profit margins come from spending intentionally rather than automatically. Start by identifying expenses that no longer create value. Many businesses continue paying for software they rarely use, duplicate subscriptions, overpriced internet plans, or outdated services. A simple quarterly expense review can uncover thousands of dollars in annual savings. Next, reduce waste throughout your operation. Restaurants that carefully measure ingredients, contractors who optimize material usage, and manufacturers that closely monitor scrap rates all improve profitability without increasing revenue. Packaging and shipping also deserve attention. Using appropriately sized boxes, lighter packing materials, and negotiating better shipping rates can reduce logistics costs by anywhere from 5% to 20% for many e-commerce businesses. Energy efficiency is another overlooked opportunity. Upgrading to LED lighting, installing smart thermostats, improving insulation, and performing regular energy audits can significantly reduce monthly utility bills. If a business spends $12,000 each year on utilities and cuts that cost by just 10%, that's an extra $2,200 in profit without generating a single additional sale. Small savings may seem insignificant on their own, but they compound over time. The objective isn't to eliminate every expense, it's to optimize each one so every dollar works harder for the business. When done consistently, expense optimization becomes one of the most reliable ways to improve long-term profitability. The fourth strategy is increasing the value of every customer you already have instead of constantly searching for new ones. One of the best ways to do that is through value-based pricing. Rather than competing through endless discounts, offer premium options that customers are willing to pay extra for. For example, a computer repair shop could charge an additional $50 for same-day service, instantly increasing profit on each qualifying job. Another effective approach is offering upsells and complimentary add-ons during the buying process. A car wash offering interior detailing or a roofing company providing gutter cleaning are simple examples of services that increase the average transaction value while serving the same customer. The third way to increase profit per customer is by shifting your marketing budget toward lower-cost channels that deliver a stronger return on investment. Email marketing, customer referrals, content marketing, and strategic partnerships often generate qualified customers at a much lower cost than paid advertising. If a business cuts its advertising budget by $10,000 without reducing customer acquisition, those savings flow directly into higher profit margins. Another powerful improvement is reducing returns and replacements. Better product quality, clearer product descriptions, and setting realistic customer expectations all help minimize costly returns. Every return creates additional expenses through shipping, labor, inspection, and repackaging. If a company's return rate falls from 8% to 5%, profitability increases even if total sales remain exactly the same. Together, these four strategies focus on earning more from every customer rather than constantly chasing new ones. The fifth and final strategy is building stronger financial discipline. These are the everyday habits that quietly strengthen profit margins month after month. Start by standardizing your processes with clear standard operating procedures and checklists, so tasks are completed correctly the first time. Fewer mistakes lead to fewer refunds, less rework, and lower labor costs. Next, use technology to reduce labor expenses wherever possible. Modern quoting software, scheduling platforms, business dashboards, and CRM systems allow smaller teams to accomplish more with greater consistency. In many cases, a well-equipped team with efficient systems can outperform a much larger team that's relying on manual processes. Customer retention is another major profit driver. The longer customers stay with your business, the more revenue you generate from the same acquisition cost. If it costs $200 to acquire a customer and that customer remains with your business for 18 months instead of only 6 months, your profit per customer increases dramatically without spending another dollar on marketing. Finally, negotiate stronger supplier agreements and better payment terms whenever possible. Holding on to cash longer, reducing financing costs, and improving working capital all strengthen your company's financial position while protecting profit margins. Financial discipline isn't about cutting every expense. It's about building consistent habits that protect your margins every single month. Businesses that master these 5 areas eventually discover one important truth. Profit isn't created by sales alone, it's built through smarter decisions inside the business. Lowering your cost of goods sold, negotiating better supplier pricing, reducing waste, increasing productivity, simplifying your product mix, managing inventory more efficiently, collecting payments faster, outsourcing strategically, developing your team, improving customer retention, and making every marketing dollar work harder all fit together like building blocks. None of these strategies require more customers. They simply require better systems, greater awareness, and consistent financial discipline. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with another business owner who wants to build a more profitable company. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.